Welcome to Shom HaShav on the Daf. She is sponsored by Nishmas Hambi HaKoshom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding Metzia Daf Samech Beis. The Gemara in Mudalev brings the drasha. Chayecha Imoch. What's Chayecha Camocha come to teach you? Ad shebor Rebbe Kiva v'limit. Chayecha Imoch. Chayecha Kodmim Chayecha vercha. When a person has one pitcher of water, if him and his friend will drink it, so they both will die, or he can drink and his friend will die. The din is you come first, you have to drink it and let your friend die. A simple question on this is, we know we have another pasuk. L'Re'acha Camocha. You have to love your friend like yourself. And here Rabbi Kiva says, it's a special rule in the Torah that you have to love your friend like yourself. So how can it be that we're saying here, the Chayecha Kodmim Chayecha vercha? So the one who addresses this question is the Ramban in Chumash. And the Ramban in Parsha Gedoshi, where it says, L'Re'acha Camocha, he goes on to answer two answers. We'll start with the second answer. And in the second answer, the Ramban says, that L'Re'acha Camocha means, you should always want your friend to have the best. Don't just say that your friend should be very rich, but he will not have enough covet. Don't have any ill wishes towards your friend at all. Have a full ava towards your friend with no limitations and no bad wishes. The same way a person to himself wants himself to have all the good, his friend should have the same, with no limitations. And a similar ma'alech, the L'Re'acha in Shabbos Daf Lamed Aleph, where there the Gemara brings that Hillel taught the ger on one foot, he said in Aramaic, what you hate, don't do to your friend. He says, why do you say the Aramaic? Why you don't bring the pasuk of L'Re'acha Camocha? So it says the L'Re'acha, because we have our Gemara, Chayecha Kodmim. You come before your friend. But so what does it mean, the L'Re'acha Camocha? Don't do anything bad to your friend. Don't do any damage to your friend. Whatever you hate, don't do it to your friend. So meaning L'Re'acha Camocha really refers to not to have any damage or any bad things to your friend, the same you don't for yourself. But the good things, and Chayecha Kodmim. But in the first answer, the Ramban says, hafloga. It's an exaggeration. The Ramban adds, ki lo yikabel lev ha'odom she'ahavas chaveru k'havos es nafshei. It's impossible for a person to love his friend like he loves himself. So there's a lashon of hafloga, of exaggeration. And this is very hard to understand. There's a mitzvah in the Torah which is only exaggeration, only hafloga, doesn't actually mean it. What's shot in this Ramban? So Pachad Yitzchok in Shuas Maimer Chaf Aleph goes on Be'arichos to explain this Ramban, and he says the following. He brings an example regarding the fact that we know that Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. Baruch is one. In L'Asid Lavo, we're going to say the Bracha of HaTov HaMeitiv, meaning that everything is going to be good. We'll see the Achdus of Hashem. So what's shot in this world in Olam Hazeh? We have two brachas. We have HaTov HaMeitiv, we have Dayanemis. We have a bracha on good, we have a bracha on bad. The answer is, because Adam Harishon did a chait, and there is misa in the world, there's death in the world. So in this world, it looks like things are not perfect. There are things that look bad. In the ideal world, Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. But in the world that we're living right now, we can't see it. So we have two types of brachas. The bracha refers to what we actually can see and sense. Says Rav Udner, the same thing applies regarding a friend. Ideally, it should have been that a person should love himself and his friend completely with no limitations. What is the definition of a person loving himself completely? Because he says, B'shvili nivra olam, the world was created for me. But a person today cannot say B'shvili nivra olam, because there's death in the world. So he's created for a very short amount of time. So the way the world looks right now, if a person himself cannot say the B'shvili nivra olam, see, he can't, so to speak, love himself completely. Kol sheken, he can't love his friend completely. This world where there is limitations, where there is boundaries, where there's gvulim of what things can happen, we don't have the complete L'Re'acha Camocha. You don't love yourself completely, you don't love your friend completely. And we can add to what the Pachad Yitzchok is saying, going back to our Gemara. Here he's talking about a choice. A person needs to choose who is going to die. Who's going to live and who's going to die. So we're talking in the world where you're under the realm of misa, of death, of limitations. So here says Rav Udner, that's shot in the Ramban. Lashon hafloga means really, ultimately, a person should be klal ha'olam, and every single human being should be part of his life. And our V'ahavta L'Re'acha Camocha should be miskayim b'shleimus, the same way that we can have the shleimus of Hatoiv V'Ameitiv, Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. But in a world that has limitations and gvulim, so there you cannot have the full V'ahavta L'Re'acha Camocha. There you have to say it's a little bit exaggeration, and you have Chayecha Kodmim Chayecha V'Echa. Dvarim amukim me'oid, which kedai very much to be mizboin and think about them more. Anyone who wants to join Shomachshava email list to what's to go, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.